What's going on YouTube? This is Hectic and today I'm going to be reacting to another subscriber request. It's going to be Dimash, Ave Maria. Just want to give a shout out to all the dears that introduced me to Dimash. So far he's been amazing. Just want to let you guys know I've probably listened to Stranger like 20 or 25 more times after I heard it. It's probably my favorite song that I've heard from him so far. Probably has something to do with the fact that it's in English so that I can understand everything he's saying too. After listening to the song a few more times, I definitely felt like I needed a little more insight into like Dimash's technical ability. So I did watch like 5 or 6 reactions to Stranger from like these vocal coaches just because they do a great job of providing insight. Not that I think you need to be a vocal coach to be able to listen or react to Dimash, but obviously they gave me a different perspective. You know, it's kind of cool to get that expert analysis and breakdown just to get a better understanding of the level of stuff that he's doing. And it's just an incredible song, honestly. It's funny because it's not a very poppy song, right? To me, Stranger is something that you'd probably hear on like Phantom of the Opera soundtrack. That's what it sounds like to me, at least. Just the display of his skills that he performed on that song just made me want to listen to it so many times again because, I mean, it's just an incredible song. It's an incredibly put together song in terms of how it's composed and how it's performed. So throughout my life, a lot of my favorite singers have been pop singers, you know, Mariah Carey, Michael Jackson, you know, Bruno Mars. But then you start listening to Dimash and you're just like, wow, like, not to say that those singers aren't amazing in their own right, because they are, you know, Whitney Houston, they all are incredible singers. Dimash is just something different from like a technical standpoint. And, you know, it's amazing to watch somebody perform at this level that I wasn't just familiar with before. I know there's opera singers and other singers that may be able to do different things that maybe Dimash doesn't do. I'm not sure. But man, this guy is on a whole nother level. So I'm excited to react to a lot more from him, guys. All right, here we go. Dimash, Ave Maria. He looks so young on this. Crazy. Come on, Igor. Guys, let me know a little bit more about this rendition. From what I understand, and I saw your comments, you guys called this like New Ave Maria. So is this like, you know, his own rendition of it, something that was composed specifically for Dimash, but obviously, you know, kind of his own spin on the original Ave Maria? Here we go. Those are such clean notes. And obviously this song's probably going to be a little bit more of that operatic singing that you guys talk about, just because the song lends itself to that. But I think, again, singing like that does allow him to display a lot more skills than he would during like a typical pop song, right? Which just kind of sits in a certain pocket and he wouldn't really have to necessarily go outside of that. I think this allows him to do a lot more, especially these songs that are composed specifically for him. Obviously they're tailor-made to somebody who can do what he can do, which is not many people in the world, I imagine. So yeah, the way he moves through those notes is so smooth, and you know, this obviously sounds like super angelic. I can only imagine what it's like to see this in person. Just because the way it sounds, like I said, it's so clean and crisp. It sounds like a freaking angel's coming down from heaven and singing this song. Guys, and one thing I didn't speak on last reaction, which I noticed watching Stranger back a few times, is Dimash is a great actor of his songs too as well. I mentioned when I did the Stranger reaction that it's almost like a Broadway song, right? Because the way he's not just singing it, right? He's performing it. And the way he moves with the music, it's almost like he feels the music. I think movement is something important, especially when you're trying to keep rhythm, but not just rhythm. You know, trying to hold certain notes and trying to do certain things. And I think the way he uses his body while he's performing is a key to that. And not only that, obviously, it's a show that he's putting on for people when he's doing this. So. Take it back, guys. Guys, let me know in the comments what note this is. Seems like a super, super high note. I know, you know, seeing all those other reactions to Strangers and learning about, you know, the F6 and all these super, super high, like, whistle notes that he's registering is nuts. That is such a crazy note to hold. Like, it just seems like it's so high. Guys, when I watch Stranger back and I see that, every time I hear that last note when he says again and he holds that, it's just like, it gets me every time. Literally, it started getting me emotional. the more I watch the video for Stranger and the more I listen to it, like, the more emotional that I started getting. It's funny because I don't necessarily think my first reactions to Stranger relayed that, but subsequently, like, understanding it better from a technical standpoint and just seeing what he's doing and, like, really being able to just take it in, you know, outside of this, it's just so different, and it really, really hits me because he's just incredible.
Димаш Кудайберген и Игорь Крутой.
Браво!
Просто мурашки.
Alright guys, that was Dimash, Ave Maria. Very cool rendition. Obviously, I'm not going to say it's necessarily my favorite song that I've heard from Dimash so far. It definitely has to still be Stranger. To me, this is not a song I necessarily sit down and listen to. Obviously, it's an amazing display of skill in terms of what he was able to do there. But still, you know, it's incredible to see him do it every time. If you enjoyed the reaction, guys, make sure you like it and you share it. In the comments, please let me know what else you want me to react to from Dimash. Obviously, I prefer something that sounds more songy. You know, this is a very operatic song. I'm probably looking for something more similar to Stranger, but it's more of a song that you can vibe to versus this, which is something that I probably wouldn't typically listen to. It's more, like I said, it's more of like opera song done in a very different register, though, I think, that I've ever heard opera being done, right? It's more like almost like what a female would do when she's doing opera relative to a male, because he's really, really high up there. Please make sure you subscribe and you click on that notification bell so you can get notified when I drop new videos in the future. I had to do another Dimash reaction, guys, because I really love Stranger so much after listening to it so many times that it's probably going to be one of those songs in my rotation because it just, I don't know, there's just something about it that really catches me. The entire performance is just incredible. So thank you very much for watching. I appreciate your suggestions. Have a great day. Peace.